Welcome to ASIT again, another episode of one of our theory/labs. So we're talking about today three famous keys. They are not the only three keys, however, these are famous three keys. We'll start with system key, setup key, CMOS setup key, BIOS setup key, CMOS key, BIOS key. All of these are the same thing. They're talking about the same thing, just different nicknames. Their job is the same. The most famous one is CMOS setup key or simply setup key. So what does this look like when you do it? It looks like blue and white screen. Blue and white screen. Sometimes blue and gray screen. That's how you know you're in this. Note, for all the keys actually, not just this one, note, you have to restart your PC. In order to get to these three keys, you need to restart. In order to get to these three different types of screens, using those three keys, you need to restart the computer. Another note, example of Dell is F2. So when you press F2, for most of Dell computers, that's how you get to it. I call this the dashboard. I call it the dashboard. That's where you deal with date and time, password, language, and boot order. The boot order in here is permanent, so it's forever. The boot order in here is forever. So that is what you are getting into. You're dealing with and controlling your whole computer. So if you change the language, you're changing language of the whole computer, of the whole system. If you're changing the boot order, that boot order is permanent. And there is so many options you can deal with. Next key, we call it boot device key, boot menu key, boot sequence key, boot order key. All of these are the same thing. One of the most famous one is boot device key or boot order key. So they're talking about booting the computer up. Booting means either shutting down and then restarting again, or simply restarting your computer. So once you restart, it will ask you, where do you want to restart your computer from, your system from? From a CD, DVD, from USB, from external DVD, where? And that is what the boot order means. So USB, SATA/hard disk drive, CD, DVD, you choose. The way you choose it is two famous ways. One, you can either highlight it or you can make it on top, the one you want. Sometimes it has numbers like number 1, 2, and 3. So number 1, 2, and 3. So sometimes it has numbers. Sometimes you can highlight it, or sometimes you can put it on top, the one you choose. Remember, the one you choose is temporary, so it's only one time. So if I choose USB, USB will be just this time. Next time, if I put USB, USB may not be the first boot order. Example of this, for Dell, it's F12. For Dell, it's F12. Example of that. So let's just put here, Dell F12. Most of companies also are F12. If you want to understand other companies or other vendors, other computers, then you need to Google it. By the way, Googling something, there is nothing to be ashamed of. Even my seniors, I'm a network engineer, even my seniors, they Google. So nothing's wrong with that. So simply Google boot order key for Sony, boot order key for Macintosh, boot order key for Samsung, and so on and so on. Same thing with the previous key, CMOS setup key for Compaq or HP, and so on and so on. So that's how you get to it. How do you know this screen? How does it look like? This screen, the way you know it, it is black and silver, or black and gray, or black and white screen. That's how you know you are in this screen. Last but not least, it's called factory recovery key, factory key, hidden partition key, partition key. All of these are the same thing. This is telling you more about if your computer mess up, if you get virus, if there is a problem, or if you are selling your computer, or if you simply want to clean it up from time to time, then this is an easy way to make your computer out of box again, like the day you bought from one of these big companies like Micro Center, Best Buy, eBay, Amazon, and so on, right? If you want to put it back the way it was, that's how you do it. So what do? Example, Toshiba gives you 3 options. 0 key, you just hold 0 key, or F1 or F8, and follow the steps. So by pressing 1 key on the keyboard, whenever you hear key, these 3 keys, we're referring to the keyboard. So it could be only 1 key or combination of 2 or more keys. So this one, it's 1 key at a time. So different Toshiba, different keys. So it's 0 for some Toshibas, F1 for some others, F8 for some others. So what this key will do is, it will trigger the hard drive's hidden partition. The hard drive has different partitions, just like your house has different partitions. An area for the living room, an area that's bedroom, bathroom, and so on, kitchen. Same way the hard drive physically is 1 hard drive. They call it disk 0, the first one, because it starts with 0. So within disk 0, you have many partitions, many parts. Those partitions could have letter C to Z, according to Microsoft, right? C to Z. But originally it starts from letter A to Z, right? Like the alphabet. So A and B are reserved for troubleshooting and floppy. A and B are reserved for troubleshooting and floppy. But the rest, C to Z, you can use it for the hard drive. C is usually where the operating system is installed. So now when you press one of these keys, it will trigger that little part that's reserved, which is between 7 to 15 gigabyte. 7 to 15 gigabyte, that's what it is. Of what? Of operating system, apps, and so on that came with the computer from the factory time. Like the day you bought it, the information it had, it will keep it in that partition. So if the big part of the hard drive mess up and you get virus or something, then this part will clean up first and will put all the apps and OS in there for you without any tools, without anything, using these 10 fingers and pressing 1 or 2 or 3 keys without any tools, without any DVD or USB, you can recover it. And that is what this last key means. And beautifully, I think it's a decision that these companies are made around 2010 or later. Because before 2010, if you remember, guys, every computer and every laptop used to come with DVDs, CDs, a lot of them. Then there was a problem. They used to get scratches. Customers would call companies like Dell, HP, Sony, and say, hey, I lost my CDs, my recovery CDs, my factory recovery CDs. So what they did, they got rid of CDs. Instead of CD, that information that used to be in the CD, it's now in the hidden partition part that I said it's between 7 gigabyte to 15 gigabyte. That's where they saved it, and that's what's saving us now. So every laptop you have nowadays, there is a key you press. When you press it, your computer will go back to the way it was. But there are some rules to follow when you're doing the lab. One of them is power adapter of the laptop should be connected if it's a laptop. If it's not a laptop and a computer should be connected to the wall and should have power. Number 2, you need to back up all data that's important to you. When I say all data, I'm referring to important things to you like pictures, videos, audio, documents, softwares, and so on. Back it up, then you can do that. Next thing, make sure nothing is connected to your computer. no external hard drive, no external USB, nothing. So this ends our 3 keys. Thank you for watching and see you next time for another episode of ASIT Theory/Lab.